Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. So now let's look into Bank Nifty in 1 day candle chart, and of course that's what we are doing from almost 6-7 months. First we are looking into 1 day candle chart, and after that we are going to look into 15-minute candle for any trade confirmation. Okay. In 1 day candle chart, you can see that Bank Nifty showed some negative movement here at the moment, and it now looks negative to me. But it is a green candle, but it looks negative to me. The reason is that you can see that here it goes up and goes down here, from there, and today it goes up. But at at in the last 2.5 hours, it shows negative movement, and it kind of making going to make a M pattern, and it also made a shooting star candle here. And if it and now it trades around the 43,000 round level, and you can also see that for almost 3 to 4 days the closing prices is around between that 43,000. So if it closes below that, then it may go down, because it closes below that closes below that, then those buyer who take any buy trade, their stop loss will going to be hit. So they I think they will going to get out of trade. And tomorrow is also Wednesday, and option prices fluctuates highly, and it may happen that it shows any negative movement if it closes below 40,000. But it may happen that it sustains that 43,000 for another 1 2 days or 1 week, and it closes above higher side, then we may see any positive movement after that. But as of now, 43,000 is most vital level for us, and if it closes above that, we will going to wait, and if it closes below that, we will going to sell it properly. Okay, now let's look into 15-minute candle where we will going to trade. In 15-minute candle, you can see that in the last 2.5 hours, it shows negative movement here, and now it trades around that 42,000 level. So if tomorrow market opens flat and goes down, it will be very good trade for us, and it will be very easy trade for us. And our target will be 42,950 first, and next target we can set to 40,800, and our third target will be 40,640. But it may happen that it opens a gap down, because it shows negative movement at the end, and in that flow, it may, if it opens a gap down by continuing that red zone, then it may gap down around 40,800, 40,850 or 700. And if we, after that, if it shows any negative scenario from there, then also you will going to test trade for selling, and there our target will be 40,600 and 40,500 max. Okay. And if it opens gap down, it may happen that opens gap up, you need to ready for every situation, each and every situation. So if it opens a gap up above 42,000, 43,200 or 40,250, then what will going to do? So if it closes above 42,200, 43,200 or 40,250, and if it shows any positive movement there by halting for 15 to 20 minutes, and if it shows any positive movement from there, then we'll going to take trade for buying, and our target will be 43,500 round level. Next target you can set to 43,600. And if it shows any negative scenario by opening gap up, then it may happen that it goes down until 42,000, 43,100 to 43,000 round level. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty. Here you can see that in Nifty today also Nifty makes all-time high, and it now trades around that closing higher price which made yesterday. And if it sustains that price, which is 18,600 2030, and if it sustains that and it shows any positive movement from there, then we can expect some buying pressure here. But it needs to closes above 16,000 sorry 18,680 for any positive movement. And if it could do that, then our target will be 18,750 to 18,800. But it may happen that it opens gap down and closes trades below 40,000, sorry, 18,600 or 18,550. Then you can expect some selling pressure from there also. And we can set our target to 18,520 to 18,500. And our next target will be 18,420. But it needs to closes below that candle. And also you can see that in the last movement, it shows also negative movement. And in the higher side, if it if it trades below by opening gap down, it may show some negative trend from there also for another 1 to 2 days. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle. Here you can see that it trades around that zone which previously sustains and break upwards, and if it closes below that, then there are so many buyers who take any buy trade, their stop loss will going to be hit, and that's why it may go down until 18,522 or 18,500. But it may happen that it opens a gap up around 18,500, and if it opens a gap up, sorry, gap down. If it opens a gap down and shows any negative movement from there, then we will going to take it for selling, and our first sell target will be 18,480. Second target we can set to 18,440 to 18,400. But it may happen that it also opens a gap up, and as I said, we need to ready for each and every situation. So if it opens a gap up, then it needs to sustain above that zone, which is 18,670 or 780. And if it closes above that or sustains above that, then you can start some buying pressure from there. And our target will be 18,750 to around level 18,800, because we don't know how much can it make how much it will go up, because it trades around all time high and we don't have any resistance previously, so we'll wait for any target. But for stop loss we need to put our stop loss around these support zones, like for 18,560, 18,540. And that's it for Nifty, guys. Now let's look into Bank Nifty components. Here you can see that in Bank Nifty components, HDFC Banks looks negative to me as of now, because it trades around that support zone, and it almost 4 to 5 days, or say you can assume it as 6 days. It trades around or closes around that zone. So if it breaks that zone by closing below 1595 or 1590, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be 1580 to 1565. But if it closes above or trades above 1600 round level of 1605, then you can expect some buying pressure here also. And also you can see that it trades below 1600 round level today, and it closes around also 1600 round level. And if it trades above 1600 or 1605, then you can expect some buying pressure from here also, and our target will be 1615. But as of now it looks negative to me. If it opens gap down or opens flat, and if it trades below 1595, then you can expect some selling pressure from there. And actually, ICICI Bank also made all-time high today, and it looks positive to me, because you can see that previously it shows a negative candle here, and it opens a gap down. If there are sellers, then it may show the negative movement there, but it did not show any negative movement from that support level, which is 920. But it takes support from there, and today also it opens a gap down and shows positive movement here. That means there are so many buyers and I think less sellers, and it may happen that it continue for another 1 or 2 days for any buying movement. So if it opens flat or opens a gap up, and if it closes above 950, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our target will be 960. But if it opens a gap up, then it may happen that continuously it goes upwards for 2 days, and if it opens a gap up, those buyer who take um, buying trade there, they will going to book their profit, and it may happen that it shows some negative movement from the higher side. But if it opens flat or goes up, then it will be very uh, good situation for us to take any buying trade. Now let's look into SBI. Here you can see that in SBI it trades around that zone, which is 612 or 600, 600, 200 or 600 5, I guess. And if it closes above that zone, or if it closes below that zone, then you may expect some good movement here. The reason is that it continuously trades around that zone. We need any kind of action towards upward move or downward move. So we're going to wait it to closes above 610 or 612. Then you can expect some buying pressure, and if it closes below 605, then you can expect selling pressure here, and our target will be around 600. Another thing may happen that it may go for sideways another 2 or 3 days, and though if it is goes sideways for another 2 or 3 days, then after that if it so breaks upwards or downwards, it may show very good movement from there. Though although we will going to wait for that. If it closes above, then we will going to take trade for buying, and if it closes below, then we will go to take trade for selling. Uh, but as of now, you can expect it as some sideways trend. Kotak Bank also shows that kind of movement, because today it opens a gap up and shows negative movement here. It goes upwards until 1940, but it did not sustain there. Now it trades around 1925. So if it trades continuously goes below by opening flat or opening gap down, and if it closes below 1920, then you can expect some selling pressure here also. And our first target will be 1913. Next target you can set to round level 1900. But it may happen that it opens a gap up, but for opening gap up, it needs to closes above 920, because 940, 1940, because you can see that it continuously trades around that zone for almost 4 to 5 days, and it did neither it didn't closes above that, neither it shows any negative movement from there. But you can see that in previous 2 days it made a high around that zone, but closes below that resistance price. That means there are so many sellers here, and if it shows any negative movement around that 1940 zone, then you can also some expect some selling pressure from there. But as of now, my suggestion would be wait for another 1 or 2 days for any trend confirmation. After that, you can expect some buying or selling pressure. Now let's look into Axis Bank. Here you can see that in Axis Bank market today opens flat, and it try to goes upwards, and it also goes up until 900 round level. But here you can see that I told you that it is a resistance level, and if it goes first time for that level, it may hit some resistance, and today it hit resistance. Now it shows made a shooting star candle, and if it tomorrow market opens flat, opens gap down, and if it trades below 890, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and our target will be 885 to 880. But it may happen that it opens flat and it takes support from here, and if it takes support from here, then we're going to wait for 1 or 2 days to close it above 900 level. Then you can expect some buying pressure from there also. But as of now, it looks negative to me. If it opens flat or opens gap up and opens gap down, any kind of open, if it shows any negative movement, then we're going to take it for selling. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. Here you can see that in IndusInd Bank today market opens gap down, and it made a high of 1200, but now it trades around 1180. So my suggestion would be you can wait for another 2 3 days to shows any positive movement after 1200, then you can issue some buying pressure here. But if it closes below 1180 and it trades below 1180 tomorrow, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and your target will be 1170 to 1165. But please wait for 2 3 days to for any trading concern, because we don't know what will going to happen in IndusInd Bank. Because it shows any random movement here. It may happen that it opens a gap down and shows positive movement from here also. It also may happen that it opens a gap up and goes strongly positive. I don't know what will going to happen in IndusInd Bank. So my suggestion would be wait for 15 to 20 minutes or wait for 1 or 2 days for any trend confirmation. After that, you can expect some buying or selling pressure. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe my channel. Bye bye, everyone.